Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Dónde este baño dos veces, por favor? Sí, it's gonna be a hot one today, guys. Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Mike, and you are at my channel, Chilling with Millen. And this morning, I'm going to read some horoscopes for you guys. All you need to do is get into the chat room, type down what your horoscope is, and I will read it out for you out loud, in person, live, personally for you. But first of all, let me talk about where I am just a little bit. I think you guys know, you don't have to guess. I'm in Ecuador right now. Isn't that right, Gemma? Good morning. How are you this morning? Well, actually, it's more like Donde Torres, Donde uh, Pero, Donde, how do you say afternoon in Spanish? Donde, uh, bueno, buenos tardes. Buenos tardes. That's it. See, uh, how are you doing this morning, Gemma? Glad to see you pop in. And yeah, I'm jumping in a little bit early just because, yeah, I felt like it. The sun hasn't come up yet, but it's on the horizon. So the sky is just about to turn blue. You guys are going to watch the sun rise with me. Unfortunately, I don't have a beautiful view of the sunrise. What I have is a great view of the sunset. North is that way, south is this way. North is that way, south is that this way, east and west are that way. So boom, the sun comes up directly behind us, and that way is the sunset. So you would like to hear a flirty Libra this morning? Okay, well I can provide a flirty Libra for you. As a matter of fact, I just realized something, guys. I'm on the equator right now. I'm like about maybe 1 or 2 degrees off the actual equator. The actual equator would be that way, about 100 kilometers. Yeah, no, actually more like 400 kilometers. Good morning, David, out at Desmond's Donders. How are you this morning? I'm about to read a flirty Libra for Gemma's Journey Grace. You know who Gemma's Journey Grace is, one of our bestest friends here at Live at 605, part of the early bird audience that I've created, and you guys have helped me do so, and I thank you so much. Did you guys have a good Valentine's Day? Yes. Yes, we did. Thanks for asking. As a matter of fact, Mike's not hungover this morning. Mike still might be a little bit under the weather from alcohol, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm on vacation. You guys can forgive me, right? We had a beautiful Valentine's Day last night. It was our beautiful Valentine's evening last night. So it goes up there. It's one of the more epic ones we had. We had the chance to head out to Same, which is the town that this resort is in. Oh, I'm sorry, Gemma. That's so. Oh man, that's bad. Oh, but according to your horoscope, oh, water just turned on. Yeah, they turn the water off in this resort at night. And let me go shut off the tap. I'll be right back. Yeah, so apparently they shut the water off every night and turn it back on at 6 a.m. just to save water. But here, let me not get sidetracked anymore. Gemma has asked, and if I missed any chats, I'm sorry. I'm watching it as it comes up on the phone. There's only the three of us here right now, so let's get cozy, shall we? Libra, I'm going to read your daily first because I thought it was relevant when I was checking through the horoscopes this morning. I thought of Gemma when I read this Libra. So here it is, just for you, Gemma. Okay. Um, Sometimes the hardest thing to do in life is to do nothing at all. Take your hands off the steering wheel. And it may seem like a dangerous thing to do, but in actuality, right now, it could be your best tactic. Okay? So let things take their natural course, whether it be at work or at school or in a new relationship. Just let it take its course. You have less control over things than you think you do. So just admit and take yourself off the hook. You don't have to fix or do anything. It's the way it's meant to be. Now, it's the way it's meant to be is what's written in the horoscope. But my personal touch to this is my philosophy for life. It is what it is. Okay? Just it is what it is. And I so thought of you when I read this one this morning. I definitely, I got up and my YouTube was acting wonky, so I wanted to make sure that I could go through all the horoscopes. So I downloaded them and put them on a page. So if I lose my internet, I was still able to get my horoscopes. And so I actually got a quick preview of what the horoscopes were going to be today. And when I read Libra, I was like, oh my gosh, I know, I know Gemma's a Libra, and she needs to hear this morning. Just it is what it is. So that one was for you. Um, that one was for you. But let's do a flirty one. Oh yes, there you go. So it was relevant. All right, so let's do the flirty for you. And I saw David come in there with the Capricorn. So birds are acting up, guys. It smells like it's gonna be a hot one today. Oh my God, I am definitely gonna sweat it out this morning. Oh my God, we've been doing an average of about 4 kilometers a day for our birding hikes, and I know that may seem like 4 kilometers, but we're talking about jungle and humidity. And yesterday was actually a relatively easy day at the end of the day because we took over this abandoned golf course. Oh, it's just amazing. You got to see it. I went 5 on the fly. I think I lasted for about 3 minutes before I lost my Wi-Fi. But we went into an abandoned golf course. And yeah, that's right. I said abandoned. My species count isn't too high. We're probably at 150 or 160 right now. But we've acclimatized, okay? And we are ready to head deep into the jungle starting at the beginning of next week. We're going to go off resort a lot more. We've pretty much explored the resort and all the local birds that are in the area, which is about 150 or 160. Not too bad. We have positive identification on about 60 to 80 birds, and we're working on the rest. I've got ID photos, and Christina's taking notes, and yeah, all this is about to come, guys. Just let me get back into strong Wi-Fi, and let me get back to my computer where I can edit, and you'll be seeing a mecca of birds. But next week, yes. Next week looks even better for us for footage. This morning I'm going to try my hand at some video. We've noticed a few spots around the resort, nesting areas, nesting grounds. So I know exactly where to go for the red start. I know exactly where to go for the blue tanagers. I know exactly where to go for the finches, and start my video up on those guys. We've just been scouting and acclimatizing. Good God, I wish I had a freaking month here. I could just, I'm in love with Ecuador for the amount of the variety of birds. Like literally, Canada has maybe 400 species tops, and I've only hit the tip of the iceberg in this 4 kilometer radius of an abandoned. Well, I wanted to say abandoned, USADA. It used to be a 5-star resort. Now it's kind of like gone the wayside. Oh, Gemma, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're going to write me a poem, are you? That's awesome. Well, I'm going to do a flirty Libra for you, okay? And then I'm going to do a Capricorn for Desmond's daughters. Libra, try something new today. From flirting with a hot stranger to adding a couple of stars to your pad thai. What's pad thai? That's Chinese. Try something new today. Your good energy is seeking out novelty right now, and who are you to deny it? So there you go. Try something new, and it is what it is. And the sun is coming up, and it's a beautiful blue day, but it's gonna be hot. Yep. Yeah, there's a few clouds on the horizon right now. Sorry, I'm distracted by squirrels. There's a few clouds on the horizon but I can feel and smell the heat coming off of everything. So everybody in my chat room this morning, please be sure to repeatedly put out your horoscopes if you want to hear them, because I am able to catch the horoscopes as they pop up slowly on my phone, and I don't think I can do it on. No, I don't think I can do it here. No, I can't. I can't find my chat room on this one right now. So let's do Capricorn this morning. All right, let's do Capricorn. 9:45. If anybody wants to write that at the timeline. I'm not doing the timeline. I'm on vacation. Come on, guys. I only have two devices to work with, so it's one or the other. So here we go with Capricorn, David. When it becomes dramatically clear that you can't do it all today, you'll have to let go of some of your obligations. Oh wow, wasn't I just talking about that right now, letting go of your obligations? But this is very, very good news for you because it will send a message to someone powerful that you are not a superhuman. So adjusting expectations is important, and doing so is sometimes necessary. If you want to keep harmony in your life, you do well to adjust to some of your own expectations of someone close to you. So adjust to the expectations of someone close to you. The fact that the two of you are not on the same page is not a problem. So let's flip over. I know Desmond. Let's flip over to. Is it Virgo? I'm pretty sure it's Virgo for you. Just reassure me that I'm doing the right thing here for Lindsay, and it's Virgo. David, just pop it into the chat. I'm pretty sure it's Virgo. Let me take a sip of my coffee and settle down. And actually, I'm going to say good morning to my neighbor. There we go. Morning, Steve. How are you this morning?
Beautiful morning.
It is a beautiful morning. I've already pre-warned Steve that I go live every morning at 6:05. If he wanted to catch the show, he could catch it live right here. He's got the live audience. So, Steve, can I ask you, what is your horoscope?
Oh, I'm Sagittarius.
You're Sagittarius. Okay, you share the same star sign as about 4 or 5 people in the chat room right now. So eventually, when we get to Sagittarius, you'll hear that. So right next to me, kitty corner, on the balcony is my neighbor Steve, and he's watching the live at 6:05 live. What kind of coffee are you drinking this morning?
Oh, it's black. It's whatever is sold in the store.
I actually brought some Timmies down. You know me, we're Canadian. We love our Timmies. All right, so here we go with Virgo for Lindsay. A rude or unpleasant person will make your morning very interesting and give you a fresh perspective on where you are in your life right now. This person offers an example of what not to do, and seeing him or her in action will make you very grateful for the choices that you've made in your life. So let's take a look at those two horoscopes and blend them together. Because Virgo, you're the one that's going to be diplomatic today. Your diplomacy will serve you well as you take stock of the gifts that you have in life. Extend a kind hand to the people who use anger to hide their sadness. All right, so that's actually a very touching and possibly personal horoscope. Just let me know with a big thumbs up, guys. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's YouTube. It's what they want. So let's get those thumbs up. There's only 3 in the chat room this morning, but eventually they'll be coming in. And I'm gonna read a horoscope for my neighbor who is right behind me, guys. And well, I'm definitely not gonna show him on Boomview, but we're gonna go with that. I don't have his permission to go live with him, so we're gonna do Sagittarius for my neighbor. That is hilarious, David. She doesn't have a diplomatic bone in her body. Well, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm on the equator right now, so that means that north is that way, south is that way, east and west. Virgo, the Virgin, is right on the horizon, right there. So who's in Virgo right now? She doesn't have any planets aligned with her right now. So yeah, you're right. Maybe where did they come up with that? Oh, she's upside down on the horizon. So yeah, okay. So things are a little bit strange for Virgo right now, but yeah, she's gonna be diplomatic and talk to strangers, work through their anger. You guys are gonna blend together and resolve issues. So let's see, Sagittarius. Sagittarius will be right there above the horizon. So this is gonna be a clear horoscope for my next door neighbor. You've tweeted it out. Thank you so much, David. You've tweeted that out. Emma has tweeted this out this morning. Yeah. Well, and you know it. Good morning, Fran. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning, my Canadian neighbor. How's the weather up there? Yes. Fran Winkles is in the house. Good morning, Cancer. But we're gonna read Sagittarius from a next door neighbor. Okay, Sagittarius, there will be a lot of confusion around your communication today. So do what you can to exchange your ideas clearly. Okay? Emails are more about convenience than they are about truly connecting with another person. So, try to avoid that. You want to truly connect with people today. If you are building a romance It's time to step back and forth and step back and forth and schedule a good old-fashioned date. Okay, so if if you're trying to work something out online or anything like that, or working through a media, don't go live. Try to work things out in a very live, communicative way. It's the only way to move things forward on a solid footing. You need to get someone's attention to finish a conversation that started a few days ago. And that's Sagittarius this morning. And if he wants to discuss his horoscope and whether it's relevant to him, then he's right here, guys. So there we go. Also, for all the other Sagittariuses in the house, it's the timeline for that is 15 minutes. Somebody jot that down in the chat room for me. That would be awesome. Wow, the sun comes up fast, doesn't it, guys? It totally has brightened up. We started this morning and it was totally dark behind me, and you've watched it gradually get lighter and lighter and lighter. But no one else is in the room right now to type in a horoscope, and I love reading the horoscopes, so I'm going to read my own this morning. Here we go with Aries. Where is Aries this morning? Aries is almost above the horizon, right about there. There's Pisces right here and Taurus right there. So I'm basically facing north. So, that's it. Mars is in between Pisces and I. Mars is in between Pisces and I, so I'm going to try to avoid as many Pisces as I can today, or keep in mind the fact that Mars is in between us. So that's going to happen for probably another 3 or 4 months, so we got to keep it cool, guys. Keep it cool. But here we go with Aries. Controversy will be your ally today, so I'm going to be very controversial today. It'll create a nice, loud, distracting noise that will keep everybody busy and out of my hair. Or your hair if you're a fellow Aries, such as John when he's going to come in later on. As it's a perfect day to put new ideas to work, get in some of that research. Oh, I hate that word research. You know me, guys. I'm way too disorganized for research. Planning and organizing. I have to do that early this morning. Get it out of the way. By late afternoon, people hovering around Aries people will be hovering, for all the Aries in there, people will be hovering around you looking for answers that only you can give. Oh, that sounds like I'm going to have an exhausting day today, and that's way far more exhausting than what I've been doing on vacation so far, which is birding. Steve's like, oh my God, he's pulling out the guitar. And it's awesome. Sagittarius for the Hollow Neighbor. Yes, Gemma, well, you love research. I hate research. My wife is a researcher, for sure. Oh, the humidity has touched this guitar. And it's completely out of tune. And I didn't have time to tune it this morning. Wow, that's crazy. Weather looks better than where you are. It's what? It looks better where you are. It's cloudy, 2 degrees, and a bit of snow. Oh my God, it's only 2 degrees back up in Canada right now. Well, it smells like it's going to be about plus 25 or 26, possibly into the 40s with the humidex. It's going to be a hot one today, guys. It's going to be hot. We've got 2 birding excursions planned for this morning. One of them involves being driven to the top of the mountain over here and walking our way down. From our initial scout last night, the trail is wide open and clear. There's a couple of lagunistas on the mountain. We saw an interesting, big, large brown heron type. Looking forward to identifying this morning. And then we're going to take that trail and extend it right through again to the golf course, which is abandoned, which gives us a great habitat for larks and flycatchers. So it's going to be amazing this morning. We're going to have a lot of fun today. But there's a couple of trails that need to be cleared. So it's going to be a lot of hacking today, and that's okay. That's okay. It's all part and parcel to birding in the jungle. If I want to get a good view and I want to clear something out, I get out the machete and Buena Vista. It's okay. It's okay. It's a jungle. Everything's gonna grow back. Trust me. As a matter of fact, this resort has not had maintenance in probably about 2 or 3 years with the golf course, and rapido, it's overcome. Rapido. Those nice manicured greens, interesting what happens to them when they're neglected and gone. We still have the tight woven grass on top, but there's a whole layer of stuff just waiting to burst out. It's like we're walking on carpet with a whole bunch of underlay underneath the tight woven grass greens. It's just like a nice soft pad. There's been a lot of birders going through. This is a mecca. You want to live. You want to stay at a 5-star resort and do some major birding. This is the place to be. Like no other place in the world will you find something like this. They have enough. They have enough. What do you call it? They have enough patrons to keep the core part of this resort. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just right there. Oh, no, there he goes. That is not a frigate, which I'm used to seeing, and it's not a turkey vulture. It's some type of great heron for shiz. Oh my god, that's amazing. And that's where we're going to be going today, this morning. Guys, we're going to be heading to the top of the resort, which is the top of the mountain. And then we're going to trek our way down the side of the mountain on a fairly clear path. Oh, my poem's half done. Awesome. Thanks, Gemma. Thank you much. And weather looks better where you are. Yeah, I was super excited when I saw him. We've got another one. He's just a little guy right now. He's some kind of flycatcher flitting about. Oh, those are the swallows. There's probably about 14 or 15 different species of swallows just here in this area right now, guys. Okay, so you can imagine, all right, the amount of time, effort put into this resort. North out on your balcony, you get a nice clear view of the pool, and these trees really have way overgrown. That is their typical manicured tree, and I think they still may not have saw, but the rest of them have pretty much overgrown, and I really like it. My goodness, it's like it's a birder's paradise is basically what it is. I've got a banana. I've got a banana sitting on the side of the balcony this morning. He's fresh, and I'm here, so it's not going to attract a lot of the birds. But I'm using that banana as kind of backdrops for some of the fruit-eating birds. But I really don't have to do that from the balcony. We haven't spent a lot of time here in our room. We up there. Yes, it's a bird paradise. That's a view of the balconies right there, guys. Steve's gone in to make coffee and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, right over this way, the jungle's taken over in between us and the next resort. There's a couple of circular trails, and we've definitely identified at least 4 or 5 nests of 5 or 6, 4 or 5 nests of different species. One of them is includes the cuckoo, which it's so funny to watch that cuckoo. He is literally hopping from nest to nest, trying to bust his way in. So I'm keeping an eye on that, and it's a very, very bright cuckoo. So it's a little bit different than our yellow-bellied cuckoo that we have up in Canada, but he's a very interesting bird with a very interesting call. And also the white-tipped dove and the ground dove. I know where they are right now, and I also know where there's a red tanager that I can go directly to and catch some video on. I'm not seeing any horoscopes, guys. I'm sorry that I'm going on about birding, which is my passion, obviously. It's more the photography of the birds, but yes, I'm going on about birding, and you can tell we're in a birding paradise right now, surrounded by jungle. The ocean is that way. Don't be so sorry about that. Well, I'm Canadian. I'm sorry about everything, David. Just politely sorry. So the ocean is that way, like literally, that's the coast of the ocean, and the jungle is that way. Yeah, you literally walked in on boom view. So we got the jungle right beyond there. It's taken over. There's a couple of resorts that are nestled more in it. So there's trails overgrown trails that run through it. I purchased a machete yesterday, so some of the established trails can be cleared out a little bit more, and I totally have well, I have no qualms about doing that because it's basically what it is. It is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna keep my camera this way, guys, because my neighbor's also up. His wife is also up. She's enjoying her morning coffee. But we have already talked about the live at 6:05 this morning, or actually when I first got here, letting them know that I go live for every morning at 6:05 for 1 hour. And yeah, say hello to the roomies. Dee Dee says hello to the next door neighbors. Gemma says hello to the next door neighbors. You're getting a lot of hellos.
Oh, hi.
I'm not gonna put you on camera. No problem. No problem. But here we go. And the likes are going up, guys. We've got 7, 8, 9. There's Mrs. Carter. How are you doing this morning? Oh, Mrs. Carter, I think I've already read Capricorn, but I can do a 30 for you this morning if you'd like. We are having a blast here. Your daughter is in heaven. Let me just say that, well, for example, Mrs. Carter, your daughter has identified at least 15 different species of swallows, all congregating on that side of the building right there. We've pointed out about 8 or 9 nesting pairs, about a 30-second walk from us I'm not 30-second walk from us that way. And the shoreline is here, and it is getting overwhelmed with pelicans daily. So your daughter's in a freaking her heaven right now. It was what I would call an would you say that this used to be a 5-star resort and it's kind of overgrown?
Possibly.
Yeah, that's where I would go with that.
I agree.
Yeah, it had all the it has all the likings and accommodations of a 5-star resort, but it's been overgrown just a little bit, making it a mecca for us birders and people who love the outdoors and the nature. We're getting to enjoy the best of both worlds right now, and for the better part of next week before we head straight into the jungle and we bushwhack it. So we've been acclimatizing ourselves very well to Ecuador in little bits and bites. We didn't take a big chunk knowing it was going to wipe us out. First of all, the humidity here is freaking amazing. I mean, I came from minus 40, or sorry, I came from minus 20 and jumped into at least plus 30, plus 40 with the Humidex. So you can imagine what my body's telling me right now. And yes, it is super lush. How you both find those locations. Yes, I would need a. Yes, I would need. Actually, I'm like, oh my God, it's now or never, guys. We're gonna jump in. We only have the 2-week vacation. Oh, here's my hotel. Let's switch back. There we go. Yes, it's only a 2-week vacation this time around, guys. Not like Africa where we were like a month, but we're acclimatizing ourselves. We've been traveling a lot. We know the humidity, so we've been kind of taking it easy and getting. But let me pop back over here, guys. We'll stop talking about me and me and me, and we'll take it back to you. Um, it's a beautiful holiday place, Dee Dee. Thank you very very much. Oh, and thanks for showing up again this morning, Dee Dee. I mean, I so appreciate you guys. Oh, I'm so humbled that you guys would come in and partake in my morning coffee routine, which is reading horoscopes, timeline, Capricorn. Let's do a nice flirty for you this morning. Morning, Madeline. You need to take some serious thinking time today. Your future plans are at stake. If you come up with something good today, you should find that you're way happier in a few weeks or months. Ah, interesting. Interesting, Capricorn. There's your flirty horoscope. You need today. You should find that you'll be way happier if you weeks or months. So I will take your daughter's example. Jump in, do it. Just do it. I know what you're up to. So Dee Dee's asked for a flirty Pisces morning. Let's get back to the horoscopes, guys, and back on track. Do it. Welcome back, guys. I just figured out how to reconnect it. No more swirl of doom. I am back. And what was I about to do? I was about to read a flirty Pisces for my friend who, Dee Dee, who has not left the room. And thank you guys for staying in. Yes, I am back. Let's do a flirty Pisces, guys. Boom. Yes. Boom. Drop Jew is in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? All right, here's the flirty Pisces, guys, at 6:38. Get together with your friends today. Get together with your friends today, or some total strangers if your friends have flaked out on you, or otherwise hard to track down. You need that social jumble right now to feel yourself. Okay, there you go, Dee. There's your flirty horoscope. And John is in this morning. I know if he hasn't backed out. Aha! No, he has not backed out with the swirl of doom. I love that name, and I am totally experiencing the swirl of doom down in Ecuador. The Wi-Fi and the reception and all that kind of stuff. Well, I just gotta say, I'm used to what I have in Mississauga. It's so much faster and easier to deal with, but down here in Ecuador, a little bit different. Can't be so reliant on the internet issues. Especially at this time of the morning, people wake up and do the exact same thing we do. I'm keeping trying. No, 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 no. You got your swirling. I'm trying. I'm trying. So let's go back to flirty Aries for John. Hey, John, our Aries is pretty interesting. Go back to the beginning of the stream and then watch me in 2 times. It'll be fun. You know that. Flirty this morning. Who's probably still in bed right now. So let me just crawl in. Make room, move over, Let's get into bed with John. Everybody in the room, let's get into bed with John. Drop a like. We've got 10 thumbs up as far as I can see right now. I absolutely love that. Humbled by it, as a matter of fact. Humbled. Here we go, John. Try your best to work with lots of people today. Whether you're on the clock or making art or trying to meet a honey, teamwork is best for your frame of mind, and there's power in numbers. So there you go. Drop it down to 140. Oh, nice. That's a great idea. Brilliant. So, well, here you go. You've got lots of room in that bed this morning, John, because today teamwork is the best thing for us Aries. There's power in numbers. So there you go, John. There's your horoscope for this morning. Fran Winkle's dropped in. I know Fran is, if Fran's still there. How's the coffee here, says Mrs. Carter? Well, I'll let you know as soon as we get some, because Christine and I kind of, don't want to wean herself off Timmy's, and we brought a bag of Timmy's down, so we're brewing up the Timmy's right now. The next door neighbor has dived into the local coffee, though, and I can get some advice from her. How's the one at the local market?
It is yummy.
It's yummy.
Oh, nice.
There you go. So maybe we'll... who knows? I know we're down to probably our last pot maybe of Timmy's. So yes, I'm still yes, Ivy, I'm still down in the tropics. We are right on the equator. I would say actually about 2 or 3 degrees north of the equator, in the middle of a resort that has been overgrown and is a mecca for birding. This morning I'm going to try shooting some video. We're going to feature a few birds. I don't know why I'm looking at Christina because I know what we're doing this morning. We're going to shoot birds with the camera. Sorry, guys, not. We're going to shoot some video of the birds this morning. We've acclimatized ourselves to Ecuador quite rapidly, to say, putting in probably about 4 kilometers a day of hiking. Yeah, I will send as much warmth your way as I can, Ivy. Ivy, you haven't pumped in your horoscope yet this morning. Just wondering. Shoot video of the shopping bird. Jump in anytime you want, Christina. Your mom's telling you to go shopping again. Did I read everything already? Did I read everything? Not sure what that means. Can you scroll back up in the chat? Let me know what Ivy's talking about there. So speaking of shopping in Ecuador, for a measly $1, you can head out to the nearest town. You did sunbirding? Yes, we did sunbirding. We're probably we're doing a fantastic job of birding. I've got lots of footage and tons of photos for IDing species. I don't quite have as many thumbnails or perfect pictures as you would call them for a video yet, but I'm working on creating one of those. I only brought the 300 millimeter lens this time around. We had the 600 in Galapagos, and we found out that it was just too much of a lens because a lot of the birds were right up close in our face. So I only brought the 300 this time, and a little bit different scenario. It's more like the songbirds in Ontario, where they're a little bit off in the distance, but we're still getting a lot of great thumbnails. We've identified some nests. We're able to get up close to a lot of the smaller species, and I'm planning on shooting some video this morning. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be awesome. No other horoscopes are appearing in the room this morning. It's 6:44.
She's asking if you already read all the horoscopes.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, actually, I didn't get to all the horoscopes. So if you wanna pump in your horoscope, then go right ahead. I will definitely redo that for you. But as you know, my guitar is out of tune. I have read Libra, but I will definitely read Leo. Oh, right. Mom and Dad came in the house. I haven't read Leo. Thank you for reminding me. I need to get over to Leo and do their daily. And I've already done Sagittarius, but let's do a daily for Leo this morning with my out-of-tune guitar. Sorry, guys, the humidity has affected the guitar in a horrible way last night, and I haven't had time to tune it yet. But let's do Leo with the top string. Shall we do that? Today, daily, Leo. And here it comes. Acting your age won't feel much fun today, Mom. And all the other Leos in the room. Do not act your age today. The kids in your life are having a great time. So why can't you? Asking this question will lead you to a realization that you can do whatever you want to do. Take this attitude with you wherever you go today. Sí, señorita, es bueno. Sí. So acting your age, take this attitude with you wherever you go today. You don't always have to be willing to grow up in order to be in charge. The world, because you could use some of your immature ideas. So lead by example and have some fun. Laughter is a great way to get noticed. There you go, Leos. All the Leos in the room this morning. My mom is a Leo. So therefore, I'm going to do a flirty. Because this is the second time we've asked for Leo. And the flirty goes out to both the Leos this morning. Good morning. Things are a bit more difficult than usual today, especially in love. Someone is acting completely different than the way they used to before, and it's hard for you to avoid the power games in that play. That's the G string because I'm afraid to do a chord. This is the G chord on an out of tune guitar, guys. You ready? All right, so there we go. If you have not grown up by the time you're 50, well then you don't have to. Oh, I win! I win! I totally win. I don't think I've grown up and I hit the 50 mark. So you're absolutely right. If you haven't grown up by this time, good God, you're never going to grow up. So enjoy life as. Let's take Libra's example. It is what it is. And how do you say that in Spanish? Hasta aquí. It is what it is. All right, guys, here we go with, let me think. We done Taurus. We've got a Taurus, literally not in the room this morning, but right across from me. And I know I haven't read Taurus yet, so let's do today's daily for Taurus. And then, no, Ivy. Great question. I did not bring my guitar here. I went on an adventure or an endeavor to try to build some kind of guitar because I've got my strings, and so as we were looking for a cheap and people to help us pop around Atacames, Esmeraldas, and went into a guitar shop. Was able to purchase this Ecuadorian built cheap guitar. It's just a little one. It's about maybe 3/4 size of a real guitar. Plastic classic with a very narrow neck. I wouldn't dare try to put a high action on this puppy because the strings are super loose. And the humidity has affected it this morning and I haven't had time to tune it. But yeah, it's a brand new, basically beat on it traveling guitar. I can do what I want with it. And it's mine. And it's out of tune. But here we go. That's the story of the guitar. I'm going to go with the daily Taurus this morning. That's where we're supposed to be with our Live at 6:05s reading the horoscopes. And we got a Taurus literally sitting right across from me this morning. So let's do Taurus. Today, you might get a strong sense that something new is beginning. But it might not quite be what you were hoping for. Keep your hopes high, but do not bank on anything just yet. There's no such thing as a sure thing. Renewal is in the air right now, and you can easily grab some of it to get your own thing going. If you stay dedicated, whatever idea or scheme you've been playing with is way more possible. It's way more possible than ever right now. So get with your people and start making things happen. Ready to flirt? You need to resist the urge to kill today. So when a so-called friend of yours starts testing or teasing you or just acting out to get out of their boredom, file it under revenge and get them back later. Basically, the only outside people that the Taurus sitting across from me, has to deal with is me. So hopefully, I don't do anything to get on her bad side today, guys. I'm going to keep it nice and light. That was flirty. Okay, here we go. Satellite radio. Let's get jiggy with the boom view again. The sun is coming up. I need to get my guitar tuned, and I'm going to do a quick boom view 50 minutes into the live stream, and this time I'm going to cut it out on purpose, guys. Here we go. No problem, Mrs. Chillin' with Millin. Justin, hey, how's it going this morning? Let's get jiggy with the boom view. Boom. Back to the boom view. It's a nice bright day out this morning, and I need to cut off. So we're very, 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 very close to cutting this stream off this morning, guys. We're 50 minutes into the stream. I normally last for about 55. So let's wind it all down with the 12 thumbs up that I amazing. Thank you so much. I feel humbled and honored that you guys are coming back into the chat room every day to hear your horoscopes, listen to me ramble on, and see what's going on in my life, especially interesting. I didn't know they had kayaks. Especially here in Ecuador. I hope you guys are enjoying the adventures that we're taking you on. Yesterday's little golf course excursion was amazing. And today we're going to head to the top of the mountain and work our way down. We've been doing consecutive circles around the resort, checking out the species of birds. I guesstimated north of 100 species. Christina may correct me on that, but it doesn't really matter. There's over 1,200 species for us. Sorry, 1,600? There's over 1,600 species of birds here in Ecuador, and we're going to get them all, guys, in the next week. If you guys have the power to do that for us, help us out by giving me a thumbs up, a like, a tweet, and please share this one out. 1,200 bird species in a week. Let's do it. Share it for me, please, and that'll make it happen. No, actually, it's going to be an amazing day. So let's wind it down. I'm going to try my Live at 6:05 theme song with you guys, but let's bring it back right now. Let's bring it back. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Satellite radio. I'll get jiggy with the boom view. So, I'm going to wind it down. Guys, say your goodbyes. And try to figure out on an out-of-tune guitar how to do. Who's that guy at 6:05? Maybe you've caught him 5 on the fly. It's chillin' with Millin. That's chillin' with Millin. So have a great morning, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. Have a great night. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Thanks for coming out. Where will you chill next?